Rin here, and recently I joined a new fandom because I'm not already in enough and I don't already have enough things to watch and read and get involved with. Just to add one more to the list. Whilst of course it does not matter when you discover a thing because that it's irrelevant to like how big of a fan you are or anything. I discovered this thing pretty late, and while yes that doesn't mean that I'm any less or more or whatever of a fan, it does mean I had a lot of catching up to do, and this is the latest I've ever been to the game. With the exception of Star Wars, but that was out before I was born, so that don't count. I am kind of lucky with spending so much of my life online and working with so many people online and making videos and doing stuff online. It means that I'm pretty aware of things when they're relatively new. It may just be a couple of weeks, things like Yuri on Ice, which I had to catch up for the first sort of 7 episodes of, and shows like Eyewitness and Scam where I know about them and I've heard about them, even if it has taken me a little bit longer to get into. Even sometimes books, like watching so much booktube means that I become aware of new series and new books that's coming out, and I can always count on so many of you messaging me when there's something you think that I'll like, and most of the time I do. So to discover something I had never even heard of, that wasn't even on my radar, and that's been around for 6 years, it's really late to the game. And there was a lot of things I had to do to catch up, and basically the past 2 weeks of my life have been catching up. So here's what happens when you join a fandom late. So there's like the initial discovery of the thing, of course, that's the first stage in anything. Oh, what's this thing? That looks kind of cool. Oh, I may check this out. And then it's trying to figure out what is the thing. Who are these people? What do they do? What are their relationships? What is the situation? How does this thing work? Okay, so this one is this one, and these two are related. Those two are married. Those two are together. That one has a pet cat. Of course, then realize that you're very, very, very late to the game and there's lots of things you don't quite understand. Wait, what? They've been doing this for 6 years? I have so much to catch up on. Inside jokes. This is one of the worst ones. Like, jokes within a fandom are great when you understand them. When you're really late to the game, you basically have to just do this to try and figure out what people are talking about. Wait, they winked at the camera when that happened. Why do they keep saying that? What is happening? What am I not getting? Okay, I need to Google this. I need to figure out what is happening. Why do people keep mentioning ducks when they talk about Will Herondale? Comment sections, Tumblr tag, forums, they're the best to figure out what is going on in a particular place, because I don't know. Thank you, YouTube comments, for all this additional information. Catching up on content. This is probably the worst one because this is most definitely the most time consuming. When you have 6 years of content to catch up on, whether that be a book series, YouTube videos, TV shows, you gotta find some serious downtime to get through all of that. I've spent the last 2 weeks been watching YouTube videos. I've gotten to the point now where I've caught up. I'm now waiting for new content, but like there's still stuff I don't understand. So basically like in 2 weeks I've gone through 6 years of content, so I need a life. Then you have the social media spree, like figuring out what accounts to follow, what accounts you can follow. I don't know these people, like this is new to me. You've got all these social medias, they're all public. Is that okay? Does that mean I can follow them? Does that mean I can interact with them? Trying to figure out where the fandom stands with the people that we're liking. Hearing about content that you can no longer access, whether it be bloopers from something, old videos that have been taken down, like content that you've heard of, content that people have spoken about, that the people themselves have spoken about and been like, look at this video, and then like it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, if only I'd known about this 3 years ago. Side note, as frustrating as it is, if you really, really like a YouTuber and you discover an old video that has been mentioned and spoken about but is no longer available, also it is frustrating because you want to watch that video, please respect the fact that people have taken it down for a specific reason. Recently, in the thing that I'm really, really liking, there was a bloopers video which I really, 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 really wanted to watch, but it has been taken down, and whilst I'm like, I wanted to see it, there was good things in it apparently, I need to respect that it has been taken down. I've done it before with authors where they've posted outtakes from books on a specific blog and that blog doesn't exist, and I'm like, why? Also, the one thing that I always find is trying to find editions of books that existed before you discovered the book, The Mortal Instruments, I'm forever trying to find the original cover of City of Bones because that came out before I was aware of City of Bones. I really want it. I can't find it because it's not in print anymore, so it's like really rare to get hold of, and it just... so hard. This is a very specific one, but it's something I noticed when the people or the thing was at the same thing as you, but you didn't know about it. So like, obviously, because I've just discovered this thing, I didn't know about it in 2014. I went to Comic-Con in 2014 and they were there, and like, I wasn't aware of it. And, like, essentially the last 2 weeks have just been me trying to catch up on a shitload of content. There's so much content. Every time I think I've watched everything and discovered everything, there's like 50 new things to try and figure out. Like, it's really interesting because like I go on Tumblr and there's everyone that knows. I've been following these people for such a long time, and I'm just like, I don't know anything. I feel so like new. If you do become part of a fandom, if you like something enough to be like, I am part of that thing, you want to know all these things about it, and when there's so much to catch up on, your brain's trying to be like, well, how does it all work? I hope this made sense. Do people get what I mean, or am I just really weird? I really hope not. So I hope you liked this video. If you are new here, I make videos a couple of times a week, so if you would like to stick around and join us, then you can do that. And as usual, all my links will be in the description below if you would like to come hang out with me on other social media. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really, 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 really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!